All right, all right. What's up, y'all? How you doing today? Oops, I see everybody dropping their Instagram name in the chat. Thank you for being here today. We're excited to have you. Everybody drop their names. Yeah, let's network. Let's get it going today. I feel like I'm a little out of focus right now. All right, let's see who's here today. Who's here? What's up, David? What's up, Ashley? Jasmine, what's going on? Wisdom in the building. Okay, I see you, Paris. Lisa, Carissa is here. Hello, Fatima, of course. How you doing today? It's glad to have you. How many of you? Oh, I'm still here. Don't worry about it. How many of you, this is your very first time being on the call today? Let me know in the chat. Is this your first time being on one of our live Zoom calls? Yes or no? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, great. Oh, lots of new people here. Third one, someone says, first time Jasmine, first time for David. Awesome. So then my next question is, all you first comers especially, where are you tuning in from? Where are you located in the United States or are you out the country? Sometimes we get people who are not in America, but where are you tuning in from today? We'd love to know. It's always interesting to see where the models of America are tuning in. See New York in the building, California, LA, that's what's up. Louisiana is in the building, Michigan. I need to go to more places. I need to go to more places. Yeah, so if you don't know, I say, okay, Philly, Texas, LA, what does that say? Inland Empire. I'm not sure where that is. I'm assuming it's in LA. I don't even know my own state. California is so big. I haven't memorized everything. So if you guys don't know, my name is Christopher Pollard. I'm the creator of ModelCon. ModelCon is the largest modeling conference in Northern California, soon to be the largest modeling conference in America. Honestly, I feel like we are already there. Because correct me if I'm wrong. You can guys can let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat, are there any other conferences for models where you can learn from the experts on stage and they come out and speak to you about this industry, giving you the tips, the tricks, their stories, words of wisdom, inspiration? Is there anything else like this happening in America? I'm genuinely curious because I think I'm the creator of this environment and I'm happy to be part of the journey. So a little bit more about me for the first timers in. Again, I've been doing photography almost 16 years, something like that. And along that time, I've photographed everything from eyelashes to babies to obviously lots of models, headshots, portfolios, everything in between. And it's always come to me down to me with working with you guys, working with the models, doing the portraits, the headshots, the portfolio building. And along that came a lot of questions and guidance about how do I pose? How can I improve? What can I do to get signed? Actually, I need these photos so I can submit them to an agency and so on. And so here we are. Here we are. This is the fifth year that we've put together ModelCon. It's been in existence for 7 years. We took obviously a little bit of time off for COVID, but now we're back and we're going strong. We actually came back last year. Some of you were there. We flew out one of America's Next Top Models, Kenya Hill. And this year we have a plethora of guest speakers that are going to coming out from New York, Chicago, LA, so many places. And we put people on stage and say, hey, how did you do that? And can you teach me? So it's going to be a very exciting event. Someone says, no, not that I've heard of. No, I don't know what CPPL is. Maybe is that supposed to be abbreviated for a couple of things that similar to ModelCon? Interesting. But yeah, that's what we do, and that's why we do it. So today, if you're on this call, we like to do calls, I'll say agency related at least once a month. We try to do it once a month. So this portion, this live call specifically is catered towards Agency Academy. All right. How do you get signed? What do you need to do to stand out? We've done portfolio reviews. We've done mock interviews. We bring people up live on the call and ask them questions and have us act like the agency. And then you're going through the interview process. But today, no different. We're still going to educate you. We're still going to provide you information and value. We have a couple of things going on. We are going to talk about self-tapes. What is a self-tape? Why do you need one? And what should be included in it? So I'm curious. I know there's different levels of experience. I'm looking at the chat right here. How many of you already know or already have a self-tape? Or is this your first time? Do you have a self-tape? Do you know what it is? I know there's a lot of first timers in here. Like, I've never done this before. I'm trying to figure it out. Paris says, I have. I know what it is, but I need one for sure. I don't know what it is. Lisa says, never had one. Same. I do not have a self-tape. Okay, great. So different parts of I don't know what it is. Okay, so different parts of the industry are going to be predominant in either fashion or commercial modeling. There's two different types of modeling for the most part, right? There's a variety of categories, but there's two major components. There's commercial modeling, and then there's fashion. So like runway, editorial, things of that nature, versus commercial, which would be like something you would see in an advertisement. Maybe sport, fitness, things like that can be considered commercial. And here in Northern California, we are predominant in commercial. So a lot of you may be predominant in one or the other, especially if you're not in New York. LA, I feel like it's a little bit of a mixed bag, but New York, definitely high fashion editorial. You can do commercial work there too. But depending on your location, you'll notice the jobs, the opportunities that are there will be, one or the other. There may and may not be that many fashion shows, editorial photo shoots, maybe even not that many photographers in your area. And that is something to navigate through as you grow in your career, to try to figure out, what's your lane going to be. Because if you are like us in Northern California and you're like, I want to be a high fashion editorial model, that's it. Well, sorry to break the news. You might have to move across the country to do that. And so a lot of you may be in that same position. That's why you're here on the call. Like, you're trying to learn, trying to figure it out. I want to do this thing, and I don't see any opportunities around me that match that. And unfortunately, sometimes you just got to go where the action is. So that's why things like New York Fashion Week are so popular. People travel from around the world to do so. But self tapes, I will say you will see come up more when it comes to commercial modeling. When it comes to commercial modeling, you will be asked for this when you are submitting to agencies specifically. And even after you get signed to an agency, they're going to ask you for self-tapes, because these companies, these businesses, brands, people who own products, when they cast you for a commercial, they want to get to know your personality. They want to see your smile. They want to see you speak on camera. They want to see, how your mannerisms are, how you carry yourself. And they're going to ask you seemingly random questions just to get a peek of what that personality looks like. So when we talk about self tapes, that's generally the purpose of them, is to get a window into your personality and how you act. And you do this on video, of course. You do answer some questions, you speak, and you try to do your best. There's no right or wrong way to just be yourself. Ultimately, you just want to be yourself, and let the powers to be, the agents, whoever is guiding at that moment, be the decision maker if they want to work with you or not. And I think it's important to note here that if you are not accepted by a casting call, an agency, or any submission process, try not to take that too personal. A lot of times these people, they already have a vision of what they're looking for. They know what they want before you even showed up. and you're either going to match that vision or you're not. So it doesn't mean you're not good enough, doesn't mean you don't have what it takes, doesn't mean you don't have the looks or anything like that. It just means you didn't match the vision for what they were looking for in that moment. So I'm going to show you guys some examples. 5'4", leaning towards commercial, absolutely, especially at 5'4". The height thing does matter too. It's very controversial. It's for short models really wanting their presence to be on the runway, and sometimes locally you can do that, locally for sure. Outside of your local city or state, you'll see a lot more challenges, a lot more restrictions when you go to places like New York and LA, maybe even Miami, because they have this set that they're looking for. Again, it's not personal, it's just you don't have what they're looking for that time. There are short models, they do exist on the runway. It's possible. I just like to caveat that, say I believe anything is possible. You put all your all into it, you network your ass off, you work on your walk, and you got one hell of a walk. You got to be impressively good. You will start to see opportunities. So it's not impossible, but it will feel really challenging. I'm just checking my phone here. Okay, great. Our guest speaker we're going to have on the call today has just joined. So we're going to be excited to share information more about commercial modeling talent agencies. Did you guys know that there's more than one type of agency? There's like multiple different types of agencies. There's like fashion agencies, talent agencies. Did you guys know that there was differences? There's mother agencies. Let me know, yes or no. Did you know that there was like three major different types of agencies? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, great. Wow, we got a lot of people on the call today. Yeah, someone says they're learning. Awesome. Glad you're here. So I so happen to have mm, like a slide. I'm going to pull that up right here. This was sent to me directly from the agency themselves. So we have three agencies that are going to be at ModelCon this year. Actually, two agencies and one casting director, which is a little bit different, but you can still get opportunities, you still get paid, you can still get commercial modeling jobs, and they focus more like TV, music videos, TV show, like series, movies, things like that, versus an agency. You still can do commercials, but they obviously will get you like photo shoots and shows and things like that. So one of the agencies who's going to be at ModelCon, we're really excited about this. Their name is Models Inc. And they sent me a link and said, anybody who comes to ModelCon, there's a specific page that they are allowing you to submit to them directly. This is only for ModelCon attendees. They created this page just so you can specifically apply to them through the event, so they know they can take special attention to you. But we're going to have over 200 people at ModelCon this year. We've literally doubled up from last year. So we're going to have about 200 people here. October 19th, by the way, if you didn't know, October 19th in Sacramento is ModelCon 2024. They gave us a link. They want you to submit to them, but they said, hey, let's make this process easier for them. In order for them to analyze you and make a decision if they want to sign you or not, they ask for self-tape. So my goal today is to educate you on what is a self-tape, how do you make one, and what does that look like? So you have an example. I'm going to bring up an example of visual so you can watch it from one of our team leads in our company. And I'll play that for you as well. So you have a visual example, and you'll have this slide that came directly from the agencies themselves. And after that, we're going to bring up a guest speaker who is also an agency owner out of LA. I know you've got the emails. If you got the emails, that's why you're here. And we're going to speak directly to her as well and understand what is her agency all about and what is she looking for, and how you can get opportunities just by being in the room, just by being in the room. So If you're here, it means you want to get signed to an agency. Let me know in the chat. If just say yes in the chat, I want to get signed. Because I asked this question on Instagram the other day. I said, do you want to get signed or do you want to be freelance? And people were like, both. I'm like, you can't be both. You're either signed or you're not signed. And some people are like hardcore. I want to be freelance. I don't want to be with the agency. I want to do my own thing. So if you're here, I'm assuming you want to be signed. I say yes, yes, yes. I'm getting signed, 100 signed. Yes, for sure. I like the confidence. Yes, I do. Okay, great. So we're all on the same page here. Let me share my screen. Again, this is directly from Models Inc. They sent this to me personally and said, here, show them this so that you don't waste time. They don't waste time. They know you got what it takes. Okay. So Models Inc. self-tape request, the first step in our interview process. So let's break that down, right? There's only a few slides here, and I'm going to go through them pretty quickly so that our special guest is not waiting too long. Okay, so let's just move right along. And if there's any questions, I'll bring up the chat here. If I go too fast, you want me to kind of break something down a little further, definitely just drop it in the chat and I will get to that. Okay, so what is a self-tape? I'm just going to read it straight from the page here. This is from the agency themselves. This is so you know, like the type of models that they sign to their agencies, just so eliminate that right off the bat. If you're not even this type of model, you're not interested in doing these things, then don't apply to them because these are the jobs that you're likely going to get. All right. So what type of models do they look for? Print models, commercial and television, promotional talent, hand and part models, webisodes, that's a new one for me. Theatrical, motion picture, voiceover, fit modeling, which is different from fitness modeling. Real people, lifestyle, families. We represent talent from newborn through adults. So the requirements, again, they go out of the window. Doesn't matter how old you are. Doesn't matter if you're short, tall, you have tattoos, male, female, androgynous, everything in between under the sun. If you got what it takes, they will find you, they will sign you. Okay. Important talent must be available Monday through Friday during the day. Minors must have a guardian who is available for transport to supervise them. And all minors hired to work in the state of California will have a studio teacher on set. Schoolwork will be done with the studio teacher for those missing their regular school for booking. So that's pretty cool. Doesn't matter, even if you're underage and you're supposed to be in class right now, hey, we're still going to get homework done and we're going to get paid. So I like that. That's pretty dope. So yeah, Monday through Friday, which can be pretty challenging for a lot of people if you're working 9 to 5 and you have a set schedule at your job and they're like, hey, I got to call in today because I got a job, so that you might have to talk with your supervisor about that and make sure that they're on the same page as you so you don't get fired, so you do have to have some great availability. So why a self-tape? Why a self-tape? In the industry, most auditions are via Zoom through self-tapes. Even clients who are booking talent for print or non-dialogue roles like to see self-tapes. Self-tapes let clients see how talent look when speaking and how they naturally move. All right. So the self-tape is not a deal breaker. So don't worry about it too much. Don't stress it. It is a step in the interview process. After we receive the self-tape, our team will review and decide whether or not to move forward with the live Zoom interview. Note, the self-tapes are not shared publicly or with anyone else other than submission team here at the agency. So if you want to take a screenshot of this, you can take a screenshot of that so you can have it for your memories. If you're taking notes, you can do that. I will have the replay of this Zoom call available on YouTube as well. So you have plenty of opportunities to recap any of this information. But yeah, why self-tape? That's literally it. They want to see who you are and they don't show it to anybody else. It's just for them and their team. It doesn't matter if you're going to take a speaking role in a campaign or not. They just want to see who you are, get your personality. And it's not a deal breaker, but it will make them decide, it's kind of, I feel like it's a little counterproductive there. What's the word I'm looking for? But the saying is not a deal breaker, but it helps them go through the interview process. So they're going to see your self-tape and decide if they want to interview you or not. So is it a deal breaker? Sounds like a deal, a contradictory. Yeah. It sounds a little bit, maybe we could break that down a little bit more at ModelCon. Like I said this, but so what do you mean by that? So yeah, that's what they said. And let's move on. All right, how to film a self-tape, right? This is important. How do you film a self-tape? You can use your cell phone, you can use a video camera. It doesn't matter. You can have somebody hold it up for you, but I think a cell phone tripod would be great. Don't need a microphone. So it says, be sure that you are filming an area that has a clean, blank background. If you do not have any professional equipment, if you do not have any professional equipment, a blank plain covered wall is just fine. Colored wall. And we do not want to see the inside of your house or bedroom. So just like how I have right now, just a plain solid colored wall, no distractions. Make sure you have good lighting. Window, natural light. I have my windows over here, so I'm pointing that way. Is great. I do have a soft box here, so this is creating some good lighting. But if you don't have any equipment, that's fine. Just use window light. Any lights should be facing you and not behind you. Important note. If you do not have professional lighting, sit in front of a window. Yes. Film it horizontally, not vertical. Right. So you're going to hold your phone up like this here. Right. Boom, boom. And then you upload your video to YouTube or Vimeo and make it unlisted so that everybody just can't see it. Do not email the video as an attachment, as we do not download it. The video must be a link. So they're trying to make sure that you don't send them any spam or viruses. It has to be on YouTube, has to be a link. And last but not least, when you're done filming, reply to this message with your video link. So this is something that they would typically send everyone who's going to apply to them. And yeah, so move forward with the virtual interview and they'll reach out in 1 to 2 weeks. Kind of a rule of thumb there. If you don't hear back after submitting to an agency after a week or two, you just assume that you didn't get accepted. Right. So you're not always going to hear back. You're not always going to be told, no, we don't want you. They're just simply not going to respond or reach back out. So after 2 weeks, boom, you're either in or you're not. All right. So Tia Ola says, after the call, I have to film a self-tape. So great. Perfect. That's great timing for you then. I know you've been on it too. All right. So there's 0 to 12-year-old talent. There's 13-year-old talent. I don't think anybody here is that age range. I know Tia, I think you're 15 or 16. So let's just go 13 because I know you are under the age of 18. So this one be helpful for you, who are still having a parent or guardian around, in case you just happen to be on this call. Start your self-tape by stating your name and your age. Tell us a fun fact about you and why you are choosing to submit to our agency, along with what you are hoping to work on if we offer representation. Deliver one of the commercial scripts below, or you are welcome to select your own monologue. We actually worked on monologues on a previous call, so that was great. Or make one up. Your monologue can either be a commercial monologue, a theatrical monologue, monologues. Yeah, there you go. Monologues do not need to be professional. We are looking to see how you can deliver lines. Please provide us with 3 different takes of your monologue. We want to see your range as an actor. So I bet a lot of you may not have thought about, hey, modeling is acting. It's almost like one and the same. Modeling is like acting without words. But again, in this commercial space, there's a lot of times where you will be giving lines and you will have to move on camera, not just pose for the camera. So that's an important skill set for you to practice. Have fun with it. Keep it safe. Keep yourself tape less than 2 minutes. So don't make it too long. Don't ramble and things like that. All right. So for those of you who are older, so family and sibling, this is what you record. So you never know, you're gonna maybe casted to be a mom or a dad or a sibling in an advertisement. You can take a screenshot of that. I don't think it's necessary for me to read at the moment. Again, I will give you a copy of this video so you can go back and watch the replay. All right, take a screenshot of that in 3, 2, 1. All right. So commercial scripts. This is the type of questions that they ask that you would answer on camera during your self-tape. All right. So number one, and I think this here will change based on the agency. That's just something that they made up and that they feel was relevant to help give a good personality on camera. So these specific questions, yes, this is what Models Inc. wants, but other agencies are going to ask you completely different things. And so I'm going to show you an example of one that we made again with our team lead here in our company, Fatima Urban. She's on the call right now. I don't know if she dropped her Instagram name earlier on the chat, but she should have. Fatima, say hi. Just do a little wave in the chat and so people can see who you are. I'm going to play your video of your self-tape. Yeah, these are 3 questions, 3 scripts that they kind of want you to answer. Again, I don't need to go through every single one of these because ultimately this is going to change based on the agency you're applying to, but you can take a screenshot of this as well, because if you're going to be submitting to Models Inc., especially those of you who are attending ModelCon this year, then this is what you're going to need to know. All right. So this will all be inside the link that I send you guys. Anybody who has a ticket, I'm going to send you their link and I'm going to send you this self-tape breakdown. So you'll actually have a copy of this. Okay. So yeah, there's Fatima. She said hi. Hello, hello. All right. So any questions about self-tapes? Was that explanation pretty straightforward? I feel like it was. I'm going to show you guys an example of one that we've created in the past. Let me know if there's any questions about self-tapes so far. And then again, we're going to bring up our guest speaker right after this. Like, I think it's maybe a 1-minute video. Okay, let's see. No questions. Okay, great. Everybody's learning straight to the point. I don't know why I'm feeling embarrassed. Yeah, you always feel embarrassed. She does great though. All right, so let's go to the video so you guys can get a visual example of what that looks like. Hold on. All right, here we go. All right, there's Fatima. All right, so let me make this full screen and I'm gonna hit this play button. And yeah, it's only 42 seconds long. Again, under 2 minutes. Let's see what she said.
My name is Fatima Urban. My guilty pleasure is sweets. I love a good sweet. Candy, cake, cookies, any and all sweets. I think the worst household chore is folding clothes. Washing the laundry, that's cool, but folding it? Oh, brother. I love shopping at the Body Shop. My favorite product is the Vitamin E Facial Moisturizer. It leaves my skin smooth and hydrated day and night. The Body Shop, products for all skin types.
And boom, there you have it. Let me know, was that a little hard to hear? For me, it sounded like the volume was kind of low and I'm at maximum. But could you guys hear that? How did it look for you guys? I could play it one more time if I need to. It's only 42 seconds. You're a rock star. Don't be heard well. Yeah, we could hear it. Clap, clap, clap. I would have booked you for sure. So we did have a version of that is, let me sit down. That was wide vertical, and then we had a horizontal one as well because we just kind of made something for Instagram to post it. But yeah, that was it. That's a self-tape. Straight to the point. It's easy. But you will see a lot of times too, you'll see self-tapes where they go like this and they show the front and back of their hands. You'll get requested to do so. I noticed in this specific video, she didn't say like, oh, my name, my age, where I'm located. So a lot of times they'll tell you that whatever they want and the information and the video, they'll tell you specifically, hey, say this. This is what we want to know. Show your hands, answer these questions. So literally, that's it. I would have booked you, not at all. Love you, love y'all. Are you required to edit questions on the screen and self-tape? No, I did just because I shot that for her. I'm a professional. I have seen videos like that on social media, as far as self-tapes go, and I feel like it would have been just a little random if she just answered questions like that and didn't have the footage or the edited question in there. So I did it. You don't have to though. I think they want it pretty raw and straight out of the camera. Okay, great question though. My other self tapes, I don't typically edit my videos. Yeah. So maybe later, if you stick around to the end, Fatima will really be embarrassed if I do this. But maybe we'll play a commercial that Fatima actually got booked for. I know she hates me right now. But she actually got booked through her agency for a job which required her to say lines on camera and do an advertisement, and she got paid to do it. And so that might be kind of fun. So maybe stick around to the end. We'll see what happens. All right. So let's bring up our guest speaker on the call today. We have an agency owner on the call. A very rare and special occasion. She is the owner of LRG Agency. And if you took a look at her website, she specializes in diversity. She's based in LA. She likes to give people opportunities. And she will be at ModelCon scouting for new faces. So let me go ahead and unmute you. As I hit the ask to unmute button. Okay, great. Can you say something to make sure I can hear you?
Hello, everyone. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Fantastic.
All right, everybody, welcome to the call. LaShonda Gatson.
Yes, it's Lashanda rhymes with Pam.
LaShanda.
Yes.
Everybody, welcome her to the call. Say hello. If you can, also drop your Instagram name in the chat. They can give you a follow right now before this call is over. I kind of kept it a little secretive. I didn't tell them which agency it was. I just told them, hey, join the call if you want to get this information. So I'm glad you're here.
Okay.
Yes, welcome, welcome. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet everyone. That was some great information concerning the self-taping. Hold on, I'm trying to find the link for everyone. Concerning the self-tape, I think that you covered pretty much everything.
Thank you. Yeah, we do our best to do our research and make sure that the models who join these calls, like they join for the value. They want to learn. There's a lot of day one people here, and sometimes like 2, 3 years in, 4 years in, like I'm finally deciding to take this serious, and I'm just not realizing I don't know what these things are. And so I'm glad that it was enjoyable. So she's gonna share her Instagram link. If you don't have it right now, it's okay. I can find it and I'll post it in the chat for everybody. But why don't you introduce yourself? Let us know who you are. Tell us a bit about your agency.
My name is Lashanda Gatson. I started this agency a little bit right after the pandemic. I've been in the industry for, I started off in the hair and makeup industry and film editorial. So I've been doing that for 25 years. But from that, working with like professional agencies and commercial branding and stuff like that, I found myself working on a lot of in a lot of great spaces and found myself helping and managing a lot of models and stuff on the way. And so I just started, but also working behind the scenes, I was able to like see the discrepancy and Black diversity. So I ended up opening up the agency and started off as a boutique agency, and it just has taken off. And We are headed to Dubai a couple of weeks. We have
Nice.
some talent that's going there. Talent have walked both New York and they're about to walk LA Fashion Week again. And so we have talent too. So we do have models that do both. They tap over into the film, the talent side of it, the acting side of it. So I am excited about ModelCon. I'm excited about meeting all of these beautiful faces that I see here today. And I'm just excited about it.
Yeah, we're excited to have you. Like, I think everyone here is excited. Let me know, like, do you guys who has their ModelCon ticket already? They're gonna be. Let me know if you're gonna be in the room. Say yes in the chat. If you already have a ModelCon ticket, you're planning on submitting to the agencies. You're going to be there in the room. I see yes, yes, yes. What's up? All right, cool. Very cool. Congratulations. Yes. Awesome. There's a lot of people also. Wisdom says front row. You sent that to me as a direct DM, just so you know. But yes, all right, yes, T is going to be there. Awesome. So a lot of people on this call, they will be meeting you 100% in person at ModelCon.
Like
So
it. I'm
it's going to be
excited about
amazing.
it.
You said something there that I think we're going to break down a little bit more too. You said you started out as a boutique agency. And earlier in this call, I asked people if they knew that there is different types of agencies. And I know on your Instagram page also says mother agency. So can you break down like what does that mean? What is a mother agency? What is a boutique agency? And how is that different from others?
Boutique agency is, yeah, the boutique agency pretty much is just a smaller agency that focus more on the talent instead of just a widespread of people. We just try to build as we get them instead of having a bunch of competition amongst them. So I get a chance to manage them and get them ready, build portfolios, and we do a little bit more managing and agency. So we kind of do both. And then, but we are a mother agency as well. So that means that we are, you know, we represent you fully within the LA area, and so you're contracted out to us versus just like what's the word I'm looking for? You have a mother agency, and then you have just an exclusive, you know,
Oh, got you.
where you can do sometimes agencies will search outside talent and just for a specific job or a contract or something like that. We also do that in management.
Awesome. Awesome. So I hear you saying that you help their models develop their portfolio and you book them and get them jobs and things. So helping them develop their portfolio, does that mean that you're finding the photographer, the team, and having them go do test shoots? Or are you just simply bridging the gap between quality photographers and the model? Say, hey, these are photographers we recommend. Go hire them. Go shoot things that we need so we can advertise your portfolio and your image to these designers. Or are they getting paid to go and build their portfolio, or what's the process there?
So for me, we have both in house photographers, and then we have photographers that we work with that we have on a roster that do like that call us if they need like to do tests or collaborative shoots and stuff like that. So we will use that opportunity to do portfolio building. But they're usually like, if it's not like headshots, most of them are like editorial or just, usually they are editorial or something that's someone is doing for a project. So then we also have clients that call for paid work and as well as submitting our talent for wherever the needs are for casting.
Awesome. Awesome. So the jobs that you find for models, are they predominantly in the LA area? Because I know that you have signed talent who is anywhere in the countries, and there's people here that are all over the states, and they may be interested in submitting to your agency and seeking representation. So how does that work if they're not based in LA?
So our talent that we have talent that's signed across the states, and our talent, depending on their flexibility, we usually send them local jobs or jobs that's within their district or wherever they're willing to travel. So it's completely up to the talent. And then, you know, just like our talent that we have talent that's flexible to work in state and out of state. And so we were able to submit and get one of our talent chosen for Dubai's fashion.
That's amazing. I've
Mhm.
never been to Dubai. That would be a great trip
I know,
to
right?
go on.
I know, right? It's beautiful. Beautiful.
So you've been there multiple times now.
Well, I've been to Dubai once, and I thinking about going with my talent this time as well. Um, we'll see. I have a couple of weeks to decide that. But yeah,
Something that my team and I have been considering
I can't go
is,
same dead time as I think model.
oh, wait, say that one more time.
I think it's during the same time as ModelCon, actually.
Oh, the Dubai Fashion Week, is it?
Yeah. So I'll be
Oh,
in Sacramento.
oh, interesting. I didn't know Dubai had a fashion week, so that's pretty cool. Carissa says, does your talent have a local address to submit to? So do you set your talent to, do you have them submit online, or can they do walk-ins?
So we have a online submission. And then you can either we most of the time we set up video, not video calls, conference calls, and talk to the talent and see where their needs are. And we have a 30 minutes conference then, and we will let you know if we are in need of the talent at the time. And then we have online submit. So we have online submission, and that will take you to set up. You can either inbox us, you can email us, and we'll send you a link to set up a call with us and speak to me directly.
Okay. Okay, great. And so Wisdom is asking too, if the job that you find a model or a talent with your agency is out of state, who's responsible for the travel? Does the model make their own way there, or is that part of the compensation?
It depends on the contract, the job, and the company and what they're doing. If there is like a fashion week, unless if you have a designer that specifically wants the talent, then many times they'll negotiate that. There's a lot of times that there's just an opportunity and the talent will provide their travel arrangements and things like that. Um, and so it just depends on the job and what's required and who's doing the hiring. If we're doing like testing, if there's, we also like if our talent is traveling somewhere and they may be, let me know they're on vacation or whatever, but they have certain days off. There might be times that we set up something with photographers there, so that they will have that experience of traveling and working with people and stuff like that. So those are the type of things that we do as well.
Okay. Okay, great. So lots of opportunity, doesn't matter where you're at. And helping models develop their portfolio, I know is going to be, I would think as especially a new model, that would be a selling point for me. Like if I'm looking at agencies, I want to know, do they have my back? Are they going to help me develop? Are they going to help me get better? And are they going to represent me to the best of their ability? And I've heard models complain in a sense about agencies maybe they're signing too many models, or they get signed and then they just don't get any work. And or maybe it's just the wrong expectation. Like, oh, I'm signed. I'm about to be in a Nike commercial. Like this is like they think it's gonna be happening that quick. So
Uh,
after somebody
quit-
gets signed,
don't quit your day job yet, just yet.
so there is a window period of getting representation and then actually getting paid work. So just to kind of set the expectation for anyone getting signed really to any agency, after they get that contract, the ink is dry. What happens next?
We just start, we have to get your comp card together. So when you sign on to an agency, the things that you should know is that you never have to pay any money. But the things that you do have to pay for, or things is probably to better your personal career, and that may be traveling to Fashion Week and getting experience. But you definitely need to you're responsible for your headshots. And so and there's a time where, and we have in-house photographers that give special deals just for models, because we're starting off with starving artists, unless you're a supermodel or something that traveling the line, you're walking the best of the best, you probably don't always have the money that it takes to keep your headshots and stuff updated. But we have in-house photographers that do that. But so we start building that. We get your headshots done. That's the first thing. And digitals. Digitals is something that I heard you talk to your models. Something that can be done yourself. There's models that do go out, and that may be one of their test requests with the photographer, is to get professional digitals. So we just help get the ball rolling in that area, and then get their comp cards out. Once we have good solid comp cards, the submissions, go then. If there's self tapes needed, then there is, room to help with that, and getting that going. And we also have in-house glam team. So there's always opportunity to do creative styles, or, be like, hey, you know, is so and so available? I have my headshots. It might be an opportunity that someone may need to build their portfolio on that side, or because we have different tiers of glam as well. And so, it's always an opportunity to push, forward. And there's a lot of agencies that's not gonna do that because they don't have time for that. So it's kind of the difference in a boutique agency. We have a little bit more time to do professional development.
Right, right. So a boutique agency, mother agency should, I would think, would be a great starting point for those who want to get signed. You're looking for opportunities, but you're still maybe not as confident as being able to just go freely pose without being instructed, or knowing when you show up on set that you have all the skill set to do what you need to do once you get there. Getting with an agency that can help develop you was going to be play a major role in your success overall. And then you can go from other agencies from there. And so, even with that being said, because there's there's going to be a lot of people here who will be at ModelCon. They'll be shaking your hand. They'll be bringing their comp cards with them and submitting them to you. What are you looking for from models right now? How can they best prepare so that, even though everyone's going to be dressed up, so they're not going to be in standard model attire, black tank tops and leggings, and they're going to be wearing elegant outfits and very fashion forward, trendy things. So they won't be in their typical attire that you would normally meet an agency under. But even with all that being said, what can they do to better prepare themselves to make a good impression and stand out to you?
We're looking for models. I want to be able to see a model standing in front of me. We have female models, we have male models, We have non-binary models, children models. Bring your uniqueness. We do take models. We take models that are 5, 7 and up. We do take models that are shorter. But what makes you unique? You know, just a cute face. You know, do you have any personality behind it? Do you have what it takes to grab that commercial or grab that client? Like, just, you know, bring your A game.
Yeah,
And
gotta have your confidence.
bring your A game. We are looking and accepting. We're accepting the models. We're accepting the faces. We're accepting the talent.
Awesome. Thank you for that. So I have a question here. It says, what type of, like, what should the comp card be printed on? And so I actually know this is actually a pretty big challenge for newer models. Like, they go through the process, they have their digitals, got their comp card. They're like, how do I print it? Where do I go to print it? And how thick should I print it? All these things start to come up. And I'm working on a way to provide that service. It's not a cheap service. You know, to print out quality comp cards does come with an investment. But if they're just going to print out 10 comp cards for an event or a casting, what's the best way?
I always tell them to go to Staples, Office Max. Tell them that you need not necessarily photo paper, but they know like comp paper, because it's one side is matte, the other side is a little different. It's a little bit thicker cardstock than regular photo paper, but they would know what you need for your comp card when you get there. And I think it's less than $5, a couple of bucks. That's it. Easy. You can send their comp card. They usually have you to just load if you have it in an email or have it on a drive, you just most of the time you just email it and they'll print it there while you're there. Easy breezy. Some people have two-sided comp cards. I think those are easy. Some people have two-page comp cards.
Okay, 2 pages or double-sided, right? Headshot on one, collection of images on the back, measurements, contact information, and your name, of course. So someone asked, how many comp cards should you bring to ModelCon? I would bring maybe 10 or so. Again, like, a lot of the agencies are there, they accept online submissions, but in my opinion, giving someone a physical card and handing that to them can make you more memorable. And so they get email after email after email after email. They're going to look at it for 30 seconds or a minute, and they're going to move on after they make a decision. And they're going to watch your video, which is also going to help you stand out. But when you can give somebody a physical comp card, and you never know, maybe they're looking for you right there in that moment, but something else might come up later down the line. And they're like, oh, actually, I knew somebody that gave me a comp card. This is, oh, boom, there they go. And it just helps you I feel like it makes you more memorable. So bring them for the agencies. But we will have businesses in the room as well, fashion designers, photographers, local boutiques and things like that also in the room. So you can give them out to our vendors. You can give them to other people in the room, and you can give them to our agencies. But I think you'd be safe with about 10. Social media, there's going to be a lot of exchanging of Instagram accounts and model websites if you have one. So don't fret too much if you don't have 50 comp cards with you. I think it'd be a lot to carry in this scenario. But 5 to 10, I think you'll be good. Other than that, phone numbers and social media will be the way to go. All right. Making it personal. Okay, thank you. Yeah, awesome. So just to kind of wrap this up here, do you have any other thoughts, information, and important things that you would like the models to know about you and your agency, and what you maybe are looking for at ModelCon?
Confidence is key. Confidence is key. If you have what it takes, then I believe that we have a place for you. And as far as comp cards, I would probably count the amount of agencies that would be there. And, you know, if there's someone that you're interested in, I would have at least enough um, to move around. I don't know if I would necessarily outside of agencies or perhaps a designer or something, give them out. You might want to hang on to those because they are costly. Um, and some people, you know, you just want to put them in the right hands.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate your time. I did drop her Instagram account into the chat. I'm going to do it one more time so you guys can click on it and give her a follow and get connected with her. A dot cards are great. If you have one, I'm not sure how those work, if you got to buy it or not, but it's just kind of, if you don't know, you just kind of tap your phone next to someone else's and then all your stuff just comes up right away. So that's good for social media and contact sharing.
I'll have those ready for us at ModelCon.
Yeah, I'm sorry, say it one more time.
I'll have one of those for ModelCon.
Awesome. Right. Any other last questions for LRG agency? Let me know in the chat if you have any more questions that you want to get the answers to. If not, come to ModelCon. We literally have one diamond ticket left. I know I've been saying that. If you've been on the call, you're like, you've been saying that for a while. Somebody did buy one and we were sold out. And then someone else reached out to me. Lucky for you, if you don't have one yet, say, hey, I can't make it. I have to, you know, just let my ticket go. So we got one more diamond ticket left. Diamond tickets, by the way, are both day 1 and day 2. So ModelCon's a 2-day weekend. If you want to get a physical training, learn the runway, learn how to pose, and get some extra bells and whistles, a part of that experience, and definitely go diamond. David says, I have a question. The agencies present at ModelCon exclusively commercial modeling focus, or will there be high fashion agencies present as well? Most of them are commercial, but you said that you cast for Dubai Fashion Week and all these other shows too.
All the fashion weeks we have relationships with Art Hearts. We have relationships with a lot of different designers, both LA and New York. We walk for New York Fashion Week spring, both spring and fall. But we also are the Atlanta Fashion Week is coming up this weekend. And we have a connection with Philly Fashion Week. So we're do the fashion. And then we have a lot of designers that pull on us for commercial branding, and also they pull on us for a lot of tests.
Awesome. So anybody, everybody, opportunities are everywhere. Thank you again for being here. We're excited to see you in just a couple of weeks. And so I'm going to answer the rest of these questions. I'll let you go. You can stick around on the call if you'd like. I'm not sure if you're busy the rest of the evening. Oh, I muted you. My mistake. You're saying something there.
Yeah, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm in Puerto Rico, so we're 3 hours ahead of you.
Oh, I didn't know you were Puerto Rico. That's what's up.
Yeah, I work all over. So we have one of our lucky models is going to Hawaii this month. So I'll have to keep you posted on that. So that is a actual opportunity that we're going to sponsor. So
Dope. I'm about to start modeling too. Damn.
All right. Talk to you soon.
Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, let me unpin her. All right, cool. So, yeah, man, traveling the world as a model, getting booked from directly with the agencies, it's going to be such a dope experience. And so, to answer your questions here, I see a few more jumping in. Let's see. I'm curious about Models Inc. Yes, they are an agency. Absolutely. They're a talent agency based in the Bay Area, but they also sign models from anywhere in the country as well. So yes, they're not a model in training class or group, but if you are looking for help in that area, if you want to learn more of the skill set, if you want to learn more about the industry, we have our training program called Model Society. It's a 90-day coaching program. We walk you through the steps of everything you need to know in order to create success in this industry. So it's a very hands-on experience that we create. So we can talk more about that if you're interested in training. Let's see, just in general, do digitals have to be professionally taken or done through phones? They can be either or. I'm obviously taken professionally with someone who really knows what they're doing. I would just caveat that by saying if you really hire a photographer that's good at them, yes, they're great. They don't have to be. You can do them with your phone. You can just do a little cell phone tripod and a Bluetooth clicker and get your photos going, or just kind of put it on a timer and run back and forth. If you want to do it that way too, have a friend do it for you. You can take them on your phone. It's not a deal breaker. Let's see. Thank you for your candor. Thank you so much for the information. Great tips. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my home. Hey, Chris, the link you sent from Discord comp cards. Okay, so you might have to, those you, so she's saying that if you're VIP or you're diamond, you actually get a complimentary comp card design, recreated them. So you can literally just drag and drop and upload your photos into the comp card designs that we have. And you get a link to that. So if it's not working for you, I'll resend it to you. I found that for me, it works. It clicks, it goes right on. But if I copy it and I paste it, the link looks different for some reason. So I'll resend it to you. Personally, I'll just shoot you a DM. That way you can go directly into Canva and start editing that right away. So no problem. Let's see, I knew about that. I didn't know the link to the Academy info. Yeah, so I'll just share it right now. Those of you who wants to come to ModelCon that doesn't have a ticket yet, let me know. I'll share some more information about that. We have one diamond ticket. We have 4 VIP tickets left. We're almost sold out. Like that's like 5 tickets right there. And we have rest general admission, right? So there's differences between those 3. What's included, more bells and whistles as you go. Thanks. I get mine paid on Friday. I want that diamond so bad. Absolutely. Hey, you're lucky that it's still there. I know we've been kind of chatting about it and it got sold out and then something else opened up. So there's still opportunity for you to get one. Okay, me here. Okay, great. So let's talk about ModelCon, how you can get in the door, how you can get these opportunities and get signed. Like, what are we doing if we're not getting signed? We had another agency. We had Models Inc. on the call previously. I'm getting ready to share my screen here. And people say, I want to be freelance. I want to be signed. I don't know which one I want. Well, the deal is if you want to work with these major brands, you want to shoot for Nike, you want to be in Sephora advertisement, you got to get with the agency because they're going to find you those opportunities. They seek the opportunity for you. And a lot of these agencies are not even working with models that aren't signed because it's a liability for them. There's contracts involved, and they're literally not even seeking anybody who doesn't have a contract with an agency because that kind of it's a validation step for them. There's proof that they know that if you're coming through the agency, that you're going to show up professional, you're going to be on time, you're going to coordinate, operate yourself a certain manner. So it's a liability for them to work with you when you're not signed to an agency. So it's very beneficial for you to get with one, especially for those you want to be on covers of magazines, you want to travel the world, be in Dubai and Puerto Rico and Hawaii. Like, come on. So yeah, we getting signed this year. I look forward to the amount of people who attend this event, and maybe before 2024 is even over, you're signing contracts. And I definitely want to give you guys a shout out for everyone who got that opportunity. So this is the website. I'm going to post it in the link, post the link in the chat there so you guys can follow along and get access to this. This is the ModelCon website. Of course, there's a video of me straight at the top. I played that earlier on this call. The only Northern California modeling conference of this magnitude. Come learn directly from the most successful modeling professionals in the industry. So many of you maybe don't know who's coming, who's going to be on stage, who are these people you're talking about? Well, we have a supermodel. We have a supermodel. Her name's Luciera, literally a supermodel. She was really big in the 90s, literally walking out in the same shows as Naomi Campbell and Tyra Banks and these people. And she's now an award-winning runway coach and pageant coach. So if you follow her on social media, you'll see she's in Dubai as well. She's traveling the world. She's working with Miss Universe pageant contestants. She's worked with Kylie Jenner. I mean, her resume is a mile long. Like, it's so impressive what she's been able to do for her lifetime. And I had a conversation with her, and I asked her, like, what are you excited about ModelCon? What makes you want to come and be here as one of our keynote speakers? And she said, I want to be the person that I didn't have when I first started. And so she's really going to deliver the value. We had her on a call actually a few weeks ago too. And man, if you missed that call, you missed a great one, because she really comes and delivers the value. And it's so impressive what she's been able to accomplish. We have celebrity photographer Blake Martin, fashion show producer, model coach, screen stage play writer, director, best-selling author. I mean, he's shooting for Nike, he shot for Gucci, he's shooting for the covers of magazines, he's shooting celebrities. One of Destiny's Child he photographed. I mean, these TV stars that you see on Showtime, he's photographed them as well. His work is phenomenal, and he's straightforward. Both of them, by the way, Lou and Blake, very straightforward, very direct. They're going to give it to you raw, unfiltered. And so I wouldn't be surprised if we ruffle a few feathers at ModelCon this year, speaking on stage. But you got to learn. You got to get the information. You don't want to be walking in blind and just kind of fooling yourself, thinking you know it when that's not how it really is. So we're gonna have some real talk conversation, no holding back. Heavy on of this magnitude. Yeah, I want to walk for Lou so bad. Hey, you might get your opportunity. You just might. Of course, we have Fatima Irving. You saw her self-tape video earlier. Signed and published model coach, and hostess. So we both will be on stage having these panel discussions with our guest speakers. We have Jack Mayer, really big photographer, model. She is a photographer too, but she is a great runway model. She's walked in over 100 shows. I mean, if you look at her page, almost everything is runway. And so she really knows what she's talking about. She's been doing a lot of things. She also produces her own fashion shows. Brittany Treaty of Models Inc. will be there on stage during our agency panel discussion. We also have Aura Casting, Taylor Lambert, who's going to be on stage as well with Brittany. Our Models Society graduation will be a part of this event, people who have completed our training program. But there's 3 ways to get tickets. 3 ways to get tickets, but not a lot of time, because we're about 2 weeks away and we don't have very many tickets left. So if you want to get in, day one, $97. You're in there 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. all day long, red carpet event. Come dressed to impress. We will have a best dressed contest and some other prizes to give away, but that gets you in the door October 19th. You get access to our vendors market. By the way, we will have live photo shoots happening in our vendors market. So when you first walk in, you'll see 2 backdrops, one to the left, one to the right. Photographers will be there taking pictures professionally, and you'll be able to walk away with some images for your portfolio after this event. So a great opportunity for you to shoot, network, and be in the room, learn from these experts. VIP, 4 VIP tickets left. Only 4, only $197. Everything that was included with the general admission, but you also get a red carpet interview. You also get that comp card design. You also get our Agency Academy workbook, which is a 37-page workbook that I created that you can download on top of some video lessons that really help you understand what these contracts look like and how to keep yourself accountable with getting signed. I think that's one of the biggest, hardest responsibilities, is just keeping yourself accountable with applying the agencies consistently. You are entered into the best dress contest as VIP. You are getting a champagne toast. For those of you who don't drink, we will have a sparkling apple juice. What do you call it? Sparkling cider. And you get to come to the official after party. The official after party is when you get the celebrity meet and greet. So you want to shake their hands, you want to take pictures, you want to have candid conversations with them off stage. You definitely want to be at the celebrity meet and greet after party, of which, by the way, we will be feeding you. It's a cocktail hour, so we have some refreshments, we have desserts, and we have some food that we're going to be providing for you at that time as well, directly after the event, only for VIP and Diamond. Those of you who will want Diamond, one left. One Diamond ticket left. We only have the capability of having 30 people as Diamond. 29 of them are gone. 30 of them were actually gone, but somebody canceled, as I stated earlier. Who's it going to be? I don't know. Get it while you can. You get VIP, everything that was in the VIP, plus front row seating. Very special treatment. I'm not going to tell you everything that's going to be in that front row area, but it's going to be nice. It's going to be nice. All right. So no wait in line. There's going to be 200 people there. You don't want to be at the back of that line, right? You want to show up early or show up when you get there and just jump right to the front. So Diamonds get to do that. We will have champagne bottle service at your table. So you don't have to wait in line at the bar either. We'll just come bring the champagne to you. Day 2 access. The only ticket that does this, day 1 and day 2, you have to be Diamond to do that. You'll get a direct physical experience, runway training with Blake Martin, our celebrity photographer and fashion show producer. And he's going to train you how to walk like a pro. Walk like a pro, how you want to be in these shows, walking in Dubai and all these different fashion weeks across the country. You're going to want to be at this day 2 event. All of our Diamond tickets will get a special coaching call with myself and a special guest. I'm not saying who it is yet, but we're going to do a special coaching call just for our Diamond ticket holders. And we're going to, just bring more value to your experience. You also get our Mall Society community. We have a Discord group where you can network with us. You can ask questions. You can just join in the chat and just be a part of that like-minded experience. And we have over 4 hours of video content of model mastery. I said this was limited time, but it wasn't. It wasn't intentional. I just kept it rolling. Why not? But you're going to also get your own black or pink model bag with this ticket. So that is one of our proprietary products, a model bag. You need to have that when you go to these castings, when you go out of town, you do these shows. Put all your stuff, put all your shoes, put all your makeup, everything you need for anything model related into one of these bags. Multiple ways to carry it. They're water resistant as well. So yeah, that's what you need. That's what you're going to get for your Diamond ticket. Any questions about that? Any questions about that? Let's see here. Let me stop sharing my screen, go back to the chat. Is there arranged travel from the airport to hotel? Who or wants the best way to get? So yeah, you're gonna just Uber or Lyft. Honestly, we're not providing travel from the airport to the hotel, but we do have a hotel venue that we've connected with that is less than 5 minutes away from the venue that is providing a special discounted rate for anyone who is booking a room. So if you're flying in, you're coming from out of town, and you want to stay the night close by, we have a hotel. It's at the Marriott, and they're giving us a discounted rate if you are attending ModelCon. So we'll send you a special link. If you don't have it, Carissa, I will resend that to you so you can get access to it. So yes, we get discounts on hotels, and it's a really nice hotel. I went to go check it out. I've never seen a hotel like this. It's kind of like an extended stay type of hotel where they have a full refrigerator and a kitchen. So they have a stove and everything. You could be in there cooking your own dinner if you want to. Go grocery shopping, bring it back to the hotel room, and you can cook and microwave and refrigerate it all in your room. It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. So that's pretty cool. Yes, send the link for sure. Okay, I got you, Alyssa and Carissa. Get you those hotel links so you got it booked. Oh yeah, you got it booked already. Okay, cool. Yeah, so Emanuela, let me know the at. Let me know. Oh, you're talking to somebody else. if you want to share a hotel or transport. Yeah, great. So if multiple of you are flying in around the same day and time, you kind of want to get a double up on the room, split that, bring the cost down. Great. By all means, network with each other. And that's another great reason to get into our Discord group where you can have that conversation with other people who are attending the event and split that cost up. So that's great. Awesome. Thank you for offering that. So yes, ModelCon 2024. Any other questions about the event when it's less than 20 days away, less than a month? Not that many tickets. Not that many tickets left. Let me show you guys something else while we're on here. Oh, we talked about we're gonna play that video of Fatima, right? That's why y'all hanging out. Y'all want to see Fatima's commercial. That's why y'all here. They're like, stop talking about ModelCon and play Fatima's commercial. Oh, so I love to embarrass her. But no, for real though, because we gotta brag, we gotta show off, we gotta be able to present, show people what we working too. We don't just talk about it, we be about it. We want to make sure that you get all the flowers, all the credit. So let me find that video. I think she texted me. I think it's a TikTok. It's a TikTok video. Let me see if I could find it. She's probably crossing her fingers hoping that I don't find it. I'm gonna look for that. And while I do, I'm gonna show this other video that we created so you can kind of get a feel. Since people ask, what should I wear to ModelCon? What's it gonna be like? All these things. Let me play this other video while I look for that one. Hold on a sec. Let me share my screen. And here we go. Boom. Quick, simple, straight to the point. And that was all the time I needed because I found the video. All right, so it's on TikTok. I got to figure out how to get it off my phone and to my computer. Let me see. Let me bring this up real quick. I'll just go put it in the URL right here. Yeah, let's see.
Everybody, get ready with me to go out tonight.
Boom, perfect. So, and if you guys are hanging out while you're shopping for ModelCon tickets, because I know people are buying their tickets right now. Let me check my email, see who bought a ticket. If you guys are gonna hang out with us for a little bit longer, I'm gonna play this commercial she did. And then I think it'd be fun too as well to unmute Fatima. You don't have to show your face if you're not prepared to do that. I know I'm just kind of spitballing right now. But if you want to talk about this process, because I know it was like challenging to make this commercial. Why are you smiling like you're up to? Because I am up to no good. Yeah, she killed it. Oh my God. Oh yeah. So yeah, that was okay. I'm just catching up on the chat. All right, so let me share our TikTok screen here. Play Fatima's commercial. Start it from the top. And here we go.
Hey everybody, get ready with me to go out tonight. And you already know me. First step is to put my going out t-shirt on. So give me a second. That feels so much better, guys. You know I'm in my knowledge era, and you should be too. Now, y'all, nobody is planning to witness a fentanyl overdose, but you need to know what to do in case you do. Hold on, give me 1 second. My keys, my wallet, and my phone. Oh, and just what I wanted to show you, the star of the show, my naloxone. Isn't she cute? And she fits right down into your bag. The cool thing about naloxone is that it's safe to use on somebody even if they're not actually overdosing. And I can already hear your comments now. No, you can't use it on yourself. You can literally only use it to save somebody else. All right, guys, one last thing before I go. No, you can't catch an overdose from simply touching somebody who's overdosing. So let's help each other out. Stay cute, stay informed, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.
And now all of you are informed humans.
Hey everybody, get ready.
Wasn't that so good? Uh, love it. Such an important commercial. It is actually. I'm sending you guys the link so you can get the views and put a nice comment on the below that. So if you guys want to watch that video again, there's a direct link. You're welcome. All right. So yeah, that was pretty cool. That was her commercial job, an advertisement she made, and now you all are informed humans. Um, such an important commercial. No, seriously, loved it. Carissa says, yeah, Fatima, if you are available, let me know and I'll kind of unmute you at least so you can talk about the what it was like filming that commercial and how you got the job, and, kind of walk us through it. Because Fatima is signed to Models Inc. Models Inc. is one of the 3 agency scouts that are going to be at ModelCon. So she's worked with them directly. She's booking jobs. She's getting paid to do so. And so we're only bringing legitimate people to the event. And I think hearing a firsthand experience like that is pretty valuable. I might as well. Yeah, for sure. I appreciate you. All right, so let me find you. Oh, here you go. I'm just gonna pin you and then I'm gonna ask to unmute. Oh, there you go. You're gonna show your face.
I guess a little bit. I'm
Ah.
not prepared.
The people love you though.
If you hear my cats meow, they're wanting attention right now, so excuse me. Yeah, thanks, Chris. I mean, you kind of pulled a fast one on me a lot tonight, a couple of times. I'm sorry, what was the question?
Just you're talking about your experience, like so filming that commercial, right? Because I think it's interesting because models, they get signed to an agency as a model, and then all of a sudden they're doing lines and they're doing videos, now they're acting, and it just wasn't expected or may not be expected. So in order for you to get this specific job, let's start from the beginning. How did you hear about the job? How did you know you were even applying for that thing? And then once you got accepted, what was it like when as far as the requirements of you speaking and what you said?
Okay, first of all, hey everybody. Um, yes, I am signed, and the way I heard about the job was just my agent like emailed it to me, but also it was sent in my casting profile online. So I have like 2 main casting profiles with my agency, and I get sent jobs through there. But it came up, and it was the first one of its kind as far as like the jobs that I was going to submit to. Like I had never been asked to submit for a social media video. And I remember, I think Chris and I had gone to Chris's for a live video or a photo shoot. We were working that day, and I was like, I need to film this submission video real quick. And I absolutely hated it. I felt like it wasn't going to do good. And I told Chris like that's probably not going to make it. But he was like, just submit it. So I submitted it anyways, and I actually did land the job. So that was cool. Hearing that I land the job was like super exciting, of course. And the first thought that came to my head was like, oh my God, easy money, right? Like social media, like just make a social media video. But it was actually so much more difficult than that. And like there was a lot of nuances about it. And but I got through it, and they at the end of it, it was kind of like a maybe we'll use your content, maybe we won't. If we actually do use your content, you'll get paid for it. If we don't use it, then you'll just get paid for the time that you spent making the content. But they end up using it, so it's posted on social media now. And I think it was the California Department of Health who hired me. So yeah, this sort of job wasn't that different because I'm on social media all the time, with Christopher and on my own page. So like social media wasn't too bad, but I can't even imagine the first time I get booked for like an actual commercial or a movie, I would just be like feeling so out of my element. I already know because it's so different from modeling.
Yeah, well, it's interesting too, because I've had the pleasure of seeing your growth as a model firsthand. And I still remember 3 years ago now when we first started working together and kind of making you get on camera like I always do. So I don't know why you're surprised tonight. I was like, get on camera. And we've definitely had experiences where I'm like, yeah, I need you to help me make this video. And then all the way, by the way, I actually want you to say these things. And I know we've been like,
Yeah.
had a growing period of like feeling cringy on camera,
Oh, for sure.
hearing our own voice and like, oh, I look stupid, I feel dumb. And then now it's like we're just kind of doing it all the time.
It still feels like that. Like when I found out that they posted the video, like they actually used it, I was like, oh, like so embarrassed, dude. Feels so cringy. Even like I'm watching the video, you're showing it to everybody. I feel so cringe and weird about it. But I just like every time I feel like that, I'm just like, I got paid, so it's whatever. But yeah, it
Yeah.
definitely does feel weird still. And even sometimes there's a bit of like imposter syndrome. Like, did I really book that gig? Did I really shoot for that commercial or campaign or whatever? So yeah, there's a bit of that still. But definitely my confidence while filming or in front of the camera definitely has gone up a lot. So yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm proud of you.
So thank you.
I just wanted to share the video, show proof of concept. Like we really out here doing things, and it sometimes might look like, oh, it's just like a TikTok, and some people think
Yeah.
like, oh, I want to get signed, and they're going to be on doing a Vogue cover, and it's like there's these little steps,
Mhm.
and that add to your level of experience, and there's no shortcuts. You just got to go through the path.
Mhm. Exactly. Yeah. So I had never imagined myself being a background character before, but that was like my first gig with the agency. It was, go walk go walk around in the background, and this couple is going to be like on a date, and you're just going to be in the background. And I mean, I paid for it, but when I got the photos and stuff back from that shoot, it was like you can't even see you can't even see my face. So definitely a cool experience, really different. I never would have thought that I would be doing something like that, but I feel like it's building character, it's building my skill sets. So, in the future, all this stuff is bigger projects. It's gonna be a breeze.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. I think it's still kind of like funny irony that get signed to an agency, very first job, and you're a background character, and the
Yeah.
photos come out, and you can't see your face.
Yeah. My head is like turned or I'm like blurred out in the background. It's just my outline of my body. It was actually pretty funny to see those. But yeah.
Like to some people, it could be like disheartening in a way.
Yeah, because I'm especially coming from the model to an actor or a background actor, it's sort of like as a model, you're kind of sort of used to being the center of the attention or at least somewhat the focus. Even if there's a group of models, like you're still like the focus, right? But coming into acting, like I did background acting and it's the focus is not so much on you. So it can feel like if that's all you're booking, it can feel like, oh, why am I not landing the main roles or why am I not getting the big opportunities? But there's a season for everybody. And literally, you're just gearing up for your next big booking. So don't take it to heart and, honey, collect that check because money is money, you know? So, yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for hopping on the call. I appreciate that. I know you weren't expecting to be here, so let you enjoy the rest of your evening.
Bye.
All right, cool. Thanks, guys. Let me unpin her. Any more questions about agencies, about self-tapes, about ModelCon, about anything that you want to know in this industry? We're really open books here, and we look forward to doing these calls every week. We're here every Tuesday, 6 p.m. PST. and it's crunch time right now. We're gearing up for this event, and it's going to be such an amazing experience. And if nothing else, a chance for you to bring out that suit or that dress that's been sitting in your closet for the last 6 months, because I know y'all bought it and it's just sitting there. Give yourself a chance to wear it. Yes, Shalonda, you have a question? Go ahead and ask that. Let me know what that is. Um, are we going to self-tape before the conference? Yeah, so I'm getting ready to send everyone who's bought a ticket the link that Models Inc. has sent me to send y'all. And in that link, it literally says to submit to our agency, film a self-tape. So everyone here, if you have a ticket, you're getting a ticket, you will end up filming a self-tape. This is why we did this call to prepare y'all for what you need to do, how it needs to be done, and what the outcome could potentially be. Right. So if you're going to ModelCon, film a self-tape if you are looking to submit to Models Inc. or a casting. They also will ask for self-tapes, but it's not going to be required for your submission process. But it's great to have because they, again, focus more on acting, movies, television shows, music videos, things like that. So they will be asking you for self-tapes. So if nothing else, it'd be good practice for you. And then LRG agency, they are accepting submissions, comp cards, and then what she will do is actually reach out to you separately to set up a phone appointment and call you to see, or at least our Zoom call. So she's not necessarily looking for self tapes right now, but I think she may be after this call and seeing how helpful that could actually be added to her process. So yes, you need a self tape. How accurate do these apps work for booking, and what are the top apps models use? I heard of Backstage. Yeah, so I actually have a full breakdown on my YouTube channel where I analyzed 5 web booking websites for models, and you don't have to be signed to an agency to book jobs through them. Backstage is by far one of the most popular. I'm actually signed up on there as a photographer. They send me emails for jobs all the time. And so let me get that YouTube link for you. Become a paid model is what I named it, and it's on my YouTube. So yeah, I did a full breakdown of 5 different websites that you can start doing right now to getting paid jobs. One of the 5, I do not recommend. In the video, you'll hear me talking about it as if I like it, but then I actually started doing a little bit more research beyond the video. I was like, actually, I don't like this website. And I put that on the screen. Like, this is not a good one. Actually, I don't recommend. But so 4 of the 5 I do, one of them I don't. There's the YouTube video. You can check that out. But yes, Backstage is great. I use Backstage and Model Management per your list. Yeah, so that's right. I do have a full free download that you can get access to as well. I think it's the model monetization, yeah, guide that I created where there's like 18 different websites that you can. So send me a message. I'll send you the download link so that you can get my model monetization PDF. And inside that, there is a Google spreadsheet that has a whole bunch of different model websites that you can start applying to and finding model jobs and work. So all of you can get access to that. It's free as well. So if you want that, send me a message, send me an email, and I'll send you access to it. Yeah, thanks so much. Yeah, no problem. I know you just got your VIP ticket as well, so I look forward to seeing you at ModelCon in a couple of weeks. Thank you for today. I followed everyone on Insta, JER1BBY. Have a good day. Awesome. Thank you. I think Jerika has just gave everybody a follow. So yes. Any other questions about ModelCon? Anything you want to know? Have a great night, everyone. Okay, great. No problem. I hope to see you guys in about 2 weeks. get your tickets while you can, and I'll see you soon.